sessions today. We're going to race for a couple hours this morning, take a break, and then get going.
We got
again.
10 races scheduled, 5 in the morning, take an hour break to catch up with the track, get the water down, get the dirt turned up, give the guys out of the... First off, I got to mention the heroes, I think, from yesterday. Yes. All the racing going on, the drivers having a great time, fans off the hook having a blast. But I think the heroes of the day and of the night are the track crew and the course workers.
Absolutely.
They stayed on top of that dirt, kept the track in perfect condition. Not one blue groove, not one rut showed up on that racetrack. Constantly working on that thing. And the guys, the corner workers and safety personnel, again, out in that sun all day long and keeping everybody safe. And we had a couple of incidences that were somewhat concerning, and these guys were right on it within probably 3-4 seconds.
Oh, I was amazed when the two limited buggies went over and we saw our guy pull up the UTV. Before the thing stopped, he's flying over to check on those guys. And their first concern is the safety of our drivers. And that's one thing we're very proud to say. We got the best in the business out here. Well, I see the 170s pulling out now, Scott.
Yeah, we're going to jump right at it. Here's our lineup of 13 cars coming around. And again, this race, believe it or not, the youngest kids out on that racetrack, they set the tone for the rest of the night. And it was so cool to see. Well, here's our lineup. On the front row, we've got the 104, Aiden Aguilar on the pole, Ian Torfey in that second spot outside of him. Row 2 inside, this was my hero of last night. DeClan Shields starts second row inside. I love that scene. There's better be a lot of pictures of that podium interview last night that you had with him. And outside of Declan is Jake Hill. Row 3 inside, Luke Vale in the 152 and Brianna Walton in the 190. Row 4 inside, Samuel Gibbs in the 115 and Triton Lawrence in the 110. Cassidy Walton starts next in the 9th spot with Jackson Everts right alongside of Cassidy. And in row 6, Brixton Wirt 114, Lariat Lawrence in the 144 and Ian Carone in the 111. And green flag is out, we're underway for the first race of round number 6.
And here we go. Optum Battery says green, green, green. Aguilar, Tofi, Shields, Hill, Vale, Walton, Gibbs, Lawrence, Walton, Everts, Wirt, Lawrence, and Corona.
And right now we're seeing the in-car camera for the fans at home that Brianna Walton is running the in-car camera this afternoon. I should say this morning. Probably the coolest thing that we saw after the races last night was, it was after 10 o'clock when we were finally done. There was kids playing underneath the trees in the grass, running around with their RC cars and their BMX bikes, and just, it had that very, very strong feel of a county fair here.
Yeah, it did. It really did. They're having a good time, and you know, it's great to see. And it's a safe environment. They're in a gated area here. So it's good to know that they're out there. It looks like Ian Torfey is going to take the lead on this one.
Yeah, Declan and Shields, last night's winner, is running in second. Jake Hill third. Aiden Aguilar falls back to 4th spot, and Luke Vale in the top 5. And our camera carrier, Brianna Walton's moved up into that 6th spot. Camera carrier makes it sound like she's sneaking something across the border.
Well, you can see we're on board with Brianna Walton right now. Great shot there. You can see her just sawing that wheel back and forth. See how
boy, she's up on that wheel, huh?
Yeah, she is.
Wow.
She's just a little thing, too. Like you said, our youngest group out there. You would not believe how little these little kids are and what they do. It's amazing.
We got a 4-car battle for the lead. Right now, our top 2, Torfey and Declan, are running side by side.
Great overhead shot as we watch them come down. And look at this,
Jake Hill, man, yeah. Jake Hill now has the lead. Torfey in second. Declan falls back to 3rd. I really like that name, Declan, if I can pronounce it the same way every time. It's different but cool.
Yeah, I do. I really like that.
Man, there's a little contact going on between 2nd and 3rd. That's Torfey and Shields.
You know who we're missing? We don't have our little Aussie, Mr. Vegemite.
Oh, yeah.
Dexter,
I thought they were coming. Oh, you know what? I believe they're going to Visions.
Oh, are they?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Good. You get to see him back there.
Yeah, the mighty mullet.
The mighty mullet. What an awesome kid and family. His dad's really awesome, too.
Tell you, they've the yellow flag is out for one of our cars.
Oh.
Not able to see who it is at this point. Is that Brianna?
And look at that left front wheel. the rear. Oh yeah, I can see the rear end too.
Boy, she's the one that was carrying the in-car camera for us. That's going to be some cool footage.
Missed the contact there. Let's see if they can tow her off. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull her. We have to get little mini lifts on these things. It's a little overkill bringing up Mondo and the big old tow truck.
You know what would work? Somehow mount a cherry picker in the back.
Yeah, that would actually be a smart idea.
Yeah, no, her hand is getting pulled off.
Oh yeah, there's some definite issues there.
I just wonder. I don't know if there's replay footage of this. That'd be cool to see, if there is such a thing. I don't know. If I'm being. But we were just talking about her, and here's the thing: we should just quit talking. Period. So no one gets jinxed by us.
Yeah, the old announcer's curse. Look how great he is. Oh, man.
Yeah. What an awesome run this afternoon. Bam, 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 bam. He's out.
Well, they're all stacked up, lined up here. Caution flag is out. This next time we should see those lights go out on top of the UTV. That's always an indication that they will be going green. And you can see the modified course that they're going to run here. It's a little bit shortened out. They cut out, a good left section of the top of the track there. But they still got some fast corners to contend with.
And we talked about this a little bit last night, that these cars in particular, any of the Junior 1, Junior 2 karts and the 170s, it's not a drag race for these guys.
Yeah.
You can't go from coming out of the corner, drag race to the next corner, turn, drag race to the next corner. They have to keep up the momentum, and we were watching last night, the kids were learning it. You could see the light bulb going off in their heads as they were like, oh, I can't come into the corner wide, duck down to the inside, diamond off this, and do that. You can actually see them, like I say, the light bulb's going off, and they're like, oh. And all of a sudden, lap time started coming down. But no, it was. Last night's racing action was all about the kids.
Yeah.
They provided the show, and it started with these kids right here.
Some clean, good racing too.
Yeah.
All right, Optima Battery says green, green, green. Once again, Jake Hill's going to lead him across the stripe into turn number 1.
Declan in second, Ian Torfey third, Aiden Aguilar, and Luke Vale once again still on the top 5. And man, they're banging bumpers as our first and second pull up alongside. Looks like Declan is on the inside. Oh no, he had to fall back into position and got tagged while doing so.
And look at Aguilar trying to sneak on the outside there. And he's going to the inside of Torfey.
Now let's watch to see if he's going to try that outside entrance, inside exit move. I know I say that a lot, but that is like one of the best places and best maneuvers to pass on a track like this.
He's able to do a little slide underneath them.
Oh, that's one thing you can't do with these cars is slide.
Yeah.
Don't drift a 170 because you're going to drift yourself to a stop.
Yeah, doesn't have the torque to get those wheels spinning as quick.
Little laying on the bumper. I'm right here, boys.
Hey, what's up, buddy Jake?
Brixton Wirt has moved up into the top 5. Have gotten around Luke Vale in that last lap. And that is the competition yellow. As I believe Gary Lane is out on the course right now, if he's driving the pace vehicle.
Yeah, it looks like we got another car off in there. So this will be competition yellow, but there is a car into the fence. It just looks like it rolled into it. A big shout out to all the sponsors that make this happen. Companies like the Palms at River's Edge in Aaronsburg and the Palms River Resort up there near Blythe. We like to say the Blythe one, a lot nicer modular homes. The Aaronburg's a little bit more
You've never been to Oklahoma. You want to talk about modular homes? Holy crap. Dude, some of them are really, really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Big, huge stone fireplaces and the whole 9 yards, beautiful kitchens. And then there's others.
Well, that's the way the Palms River Resort is up in Blythe. It's gorgeous up there. Some of these houses, I'm like, this is the modular home now. They're trying to do the same, bring up Aaronburg's, the River's Edge one, but the Palms, awesome. Shout out to the Palvardi family too, and that's just a great deal. And then, of course, PCI Race Radio's talked about. Shout out to Ryder and, of course, Rhiannon, Camo. And, of course, the whole Steinberger family. Weller Racing, kind of missing Corey and Jason right now. And, of course, Greg Adler in the Off-Road Warehouse, now selling race parts.
Yeah,
that was great. Lake was up here that one race. He gave us the lowdown. I told Greg he's going to be his #1 sales guy.
He's your marketing person right now.
Jace better watch out over at Off-Road Warehouse. He's going after your job. But companies like Optima Batteries, of course, power the series. CarTech Off-Road. El Bufadora has been feeding
Sparko.
Sparko.
They were here yesterday.
Yeah, where's Mr. Sparko?
Sparkle Man.
Which is part of the Impact Racing family, and Mastercraft Safety is all Sparko.
Robbie Pierce.
Yeah. And then, of course, Yamaha Racing.
Whoa.
Intense Tees.
Another lap?
Halamatro. Think about Robbie Pierce. I mean, how great he started, Mastercraft, got Impact, got that going. Then he moves over, and I'm going to build trophy trucks now for this new company, which he acquired, actually. So that's great to see him stay in the industry like that.
Dang, he's like anchored.
He is anchored. He is the anchor.
Yeah.
And then you got, of course, Action Sports Canopy and Parker Pumper helmets. I know Harold was over there with the Parker Pumper.
Wonder what the extra lap was all about.
They were clearing that car.
Still.
It's now off the track.
I see it right here. No, looks like it's hanging by the axle. Bent or broken axle.
Well, I think you really just came up with something new. You actually put a hoist on the back of one of those beds easily. Easily. Maybe start thinking about that. It's like, how much cheaper it would be.
Yeah,
especially with gas prices.
The only tricky part would be how do you mount it to the back in the bed,
A welder, or bolted.
Well, then you kind of, they have to be bolted so you can take it off on race weekends. But yeah, never. Well, see, here's the thing. I used to. You can probably relate to this a little bit. I used to call races snowmobiles racing on water, the Watercross series. And yes, snowmobiles racing on water do sink. It's no big deal.
Quilt racing.
Huh?
You remember Quilt?
But no, they had this crazy setup where they didn't have seats. They had those square flotation cushions. So if the thing started sinking, they pull the power cord, shut the engine down before they got underwater, pull the Velcro strap. That safety cushion would float to the top. The sled would sink. They would go out there with a pontoon boat with like the floor half cut out, the cherry picker, and they just go out there, pick it up, and go back to the shoreline. Tip it over on the beach, pull the plug, pull it 4 or 5 times, little WD-40, fire it back up, and they drove back to the pits. But that's where the idea came from, was those pontoon boats.
Makes sense. All right, we're back into green flags.
Somebody's trying to get a jump on things. Was the one, is it Luke Vale pulled out a line, and I want to say, pulled out a line and tried taking over a couple of spots before the flag stand.
Didn't take any spots there, but look at the top 4 there.
Yeah.
Torfy taking a pass there. Looks like Torfy getting by Aguilar.
On the outside, if he can pull it off. Now he's set up for the inside in that right-hand turn.
Yeah, that's where you definitely want to be set up. But you can do an outside-inside move there. I've seen it done lots of times. He's got to hope the guy doesn't check.
There's a little tire contact. A left front and a right rear.
Turn that into a trike.
It was kind of cool to see too. Is like you kind of figure out the backs of heads of spotters, who's who, and then you watch who their young driver out there on the race course, and you see the left hand going up to the radio, punching the button, telling the driver to do something, and a quick glance out to the racetrack, and that young driver does it, whatever it is. Go to the inside, go outside. He's coming in. You can just see the kids respond or react to whatever the spotter's telling them.
That's pretty cool.
That's the only time PJ ever listened to me was on a spot for him. Never at home, never in the pits, but on the racetrack, go ahead. Grade A student.
Oh, that is funny. Well, look at him coming into the turn here again. Shields now out front, Hill to second, Torfy in third. Hill was 1 spot off the podium yesterday. He's looking for redemption for sure.
And Declan's had the lead now for about a lap and a half. Jake Kill's falling back to second. Torfy's right there. Aguilar and Brixton Wirt. Top 5 is actually pretty tight.
Yeah, I think Wirt was there also. Yesterday he was on the podium, third.
No. It's getting to a point now with there'll be 2 laps remaining as they come across the flag stand next time around. But it's coming to the point where Jake Hill and Torfy and, well, the rest of the top 5 are going to have to start taking chances to get around Declan.
Gonna have to roll the dice. 2 laps to go this next time by.
Wow, Ian Torfy's got the fastest lap of the race. 54.7. The next closest is Declan. But for a driver that's running in third, kind of messing for the lead as they battle. This is a white flag lap. How about that top 3? Declan has the point, but the battle for second and third is just heating up big time on this last lap. Into that right-hander. Up on 2 wheels, both our leader and the second place car biked it just for a scant second. Both take the inside lane of the split lane into that final turn. Can Declan Shields clean sweep the weekend? Dad might have to run back to the pits to get the broom because that's exactly what he's going to do. Declan Shields will take the win. Ian Torfy makes the pass.
Jake Hill. Wow.
What? Oh, white flag?
That's white flag.
Oh, boy, I got all excited for nothing.
Yeah, it was a good move. They Torfy, though. Yeah,
that was a great call for the last lap.
And we need to cut a little hole there so we can see the actual flag.
Yeah, that would...
If they would have just had 1 foot over more.
Oh, let's try this again. The battle is for second.
Might be better the second time. You never know.
Well, this is going to give Dad a chance to run back to the pits to get that broom. 1 turn remaining. Torfy has got a slight shot, but if he makes it past, Jake Hill's going to be right there as well.
Look at Hill. He's going to be right in a run. I don't think there's enough momentum in that 170.
Now I'm going to make the call. Dad, get the broom because your son just clean sweep the weekend. Fist in the air as he crosses the line.
Whoop, whoop.
Declan Shields will take the win. Ian Torfy second. Jake Hill third. Aiden Aguilar and Luke Vail run at the top 5. Brixton Wirt very close in 6th. That was even better the second time. Samuel Gibbs across the line in 7th. And the rest of the fields that come around will be Larry Lawrence in the top 8. The 191 of Cassidy Walton. Triton Lawrence should be coming around as well. Well, for the first time today, we're going to send Dave Arnold down to the podium to talk to our top 3 finishers. This should be some pretty good interviews today, as this is the second time in as many races that Declan Shields has been on the top spot in that podium. So congratulations to him and the entire team. And just like that, there's the for the fans at home, the accredited labs RZR 170 results. Triton Lawrence in that 10th spot, Cassidy Walton 9th, Larry Lawrence in that 8th spot, Samuel Gibbs and Brixton Wirt. 7th and 6th, Luke Vail in the top 5, Aiden Aguilar 4th. And Jake Hill 3rd on the podium, Ian Torfy 2nd on the podium, and Declan Shields with the clean sweep of Saturday night and Sunday morning racing. Congratulations to that entire podium up there. And let's go down to Dave Arnold in just a moment.
Well, here they are, folks. Let's give it up for them. Jake Hill and Ian Torthy and Declan Shields sweeping the weekend here. And Jake, a little redemption for you, buddy. You're just off that podium yesterday. You fought hard. Today, redemption was yours. How you feeling about getting on the box?
It feels really good. Since yesterday, I couldn't seem to get it.
Found your speed today, though, for sure, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you and Ian were going at it quite a bit. And I know you had the lead for a little bit, and Declan got you, and then you had to hold off Ian. He got by you. But you had Aguilar back there, and he was coming for you, too.
Yeah. It's intense.
Well, who do you want to thank for being up here, my friend?
I want to thank Signature Propellers, Redline Oil, King Shocks, Hill Marine, Gates Belt, Zach, Gunner, the Vales, my mom, my grandma and grandpa, and that's it.
Give it up for this young man.
And my dad.
Your dad. Young man right there once again. Give it up for Jake Hill. Ian Torphy, Mr. Consistency. How you doing, buddy? You're back on the box again today. Good weekend.
Yeah, it was a good weekend for me.
Well, you were a little bit back in the field. You had your work cut out for you to move back there. I saw you off the podium early on, and you got by Aiden, and then you had to work on Jake a little bit.
Yeah, it was hard to get past both of them.
Yeah, they're good drivers. You guys are all kind of equal. You're right there, aren't you?
Yeah, we were equal in speed going down the straight, so it was hard to pass down the straight.
You just got to look for that door to open, right?
Yes.
Well, who do you want to thank? You got a good list there, bud.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Lone Star Racing, Walker Evans, DWT Wills, Big Gun, DynoJet, Sign Pros, Maximum Oils, Rugged Radio, Hoosier Tires, Gas, and Sparko. And my mom and my dad, my grandpa and grandma, and that's it.
Give it up for Ian Torphy, everybody. Awesome job again. Well, we were looking for the broom. We're going to have to get you that gold broom for sweeping the weekend. Well, now you can take your sister skiing. Go teach her how to do it. Mountain High hooking you up again, buddy. How's that feel?
Good.
Talk about this race. You had to work to get up there. Last time you were there was just cruising out front. Now they made you work for this position, right?
Yeah, it was pretty hard.
Pretty hard. Who was your toughest competition, you think? Or all of them?
Jake Hill.
Jake, when he was in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to make some moves, but Jake was going to come in for you. He says next round he's going to get you. Nah, he's like, yeah, I can add. Well, did you have fun?
Yeah, a lot.
You like racing with all your friends?
Yeah.
That's the best part, right? You get to hang out and then go hang out with them afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, who do you want to thank, my friend?
My mom, my dad, my sister, Dylan, Robbie, God, Jesus, my grandma, my grandpa, and Great American Short Course for putting on this event.
Give it up for this young man right there. Once again, Declan Shields, but again, Jake Hill, Ian Torphy, and Declan Shields sweeps the weekend. An awesome job out there. More to come. Back to Scott up top.
Thanks a lot, Dave. And again, congratulations to our top three finishers. And Declan,